Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today it's just me. There's no Charlie here with me today. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on our life. So I've had a lot of questions on Instagram and Facebook from our friends, and I figured I would just address the question here. So Charlie and I got married in March, so we are officially married. I don't even know where to start. So yes, Charlie and I are married. We got married in March at the Courthouse in Anaheim, and there's a couple of reasons why we didn't just outright post everything. The main reason is because we wanted to tell our families first, which we did. We told our families before we got married. And we wanted to kind of wait until we had a wedding. We didn't want to just go out and be like, oh yeah, we're married, and then we hadn't had a wedding yet. But unfortunately, it's going to be a little while before we can have a wedding. So the main reason for that is because we didn't want to go through the process of immigration and the process of planning a wedding at the same time, because we both don't want to make it more stressful than it has to be. We want to enjoy the wedding planning process and not be stressed out about two big things happening at the same time. So obviously you guys know that if you've even watched any of our other videos, you know that Charlie's from England, and a lot of people don't really understand the process of immigration, and so I kind of wanted to open up a little bit about our experience so far. We're kind of like in the beginning stages of getting him his permanent residence in the United States. So when you get married, you don't automatically just become a resident because you're married to a citizen of the United States. I was born here, so obviously I'm a US citizen. But just because Charlie married me doesn't automatically make him a permanent resident. You have to go through a whole process to get a green card, essentially. So right now we're filing all of our paperwork. Another reason why we're waiting to have a wedding is because when you're going through immigration, you can't work. Okay, my camera battery died. So as I was saying, when you're going through immigration, you can't work in the United States until you have an employment authorization document, which makes me the sole provider for us at the moment. Considering I'm working full-time while being a full-time student, I'm not in my career job yet. It wouldn't really make sense for us to be planning a wedding before he even has his work authorization, where he's also able to save money. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at the moment. That's kind of TMI, but like for people who haven't been through immigration before, I guess like explaining that would make a little bit more sense as to why we did a courthouse marriage before we actually have our wedding. And we kind of eloped rather than, you know, waiting until we could have like a full wedding, because there's no way for him to go through the immigration process before we had a wedding. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. But I wanted to insert like a couple of clips of like the day we got married. It was so fun. It was literally the best day of my life, marrying Charlie. We had a courthouse wedding, and I actually loved it, like how intimate it was. Like obviously I can't wait for our wedding, but like our courthouse marriage was so like intimate. It was me and him, and my best friend Sarah was there, and she was our witness. We got to spend the whole first half of the day with her, just celebrating. One of my coworkers had had bought us a little cake the night before. It was super, super sweet. So we got up early, we went to the courthouse, around, I think we got married at 11. I can't remember if it was 11 or 11:30 in the morning. So we, like Sarah came over to our apartment, we went over to the courthouse, we stood in line for like 5 minutes and then went up to a window. I'll insert some videos here so you guys can see. Today,
And I've come to believe that love is a bet. Sometimes you win it, sometimes you lose it, sometimes it calls you right. Come to my table, come to my bed.
I literally thought we were just gonna walk in and sign a document and leave. Like, I didn't realize that they actually like, we say I do and do all of that kind of stuff. Like, I had no idea. But we did all that. We left. Sarah did some cute little activity, like games with us for like newlyweds. She's literally the best. I could not have invited a better friend to come with me and be there for us during such an important day, because she made it really special. And then after we did that, we planned a photo shoot with my friends Brandon and Olivia. Brandon is such an amazing photographer. I'll leave his Instagram down in the description so you guys can check him out, but I love his photography so much. You can't really see them, but these are the portraits that he did for us. There's a couple of them there. There's a couple that I posted on my Instagram, but I could not be happier with the pictures that we got. We went to Redondo Beach and it was so windy. It was insane, but we got some beautiful shots.
To my table, come to my bed, go easy my hunger, easy my head, bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down. Give me your pretty, give me your messy, give me your happy, give me your sad. I may be staying, I may be going, I may be left, I may fall apart. Come to my table, come to my...
So we also, another reason why we were so can't have a wedding right away, COVID is clearly a thing right now, and Charlie's family is in England, so it would have been really difficult for us to plan a short-term wedding, not only because the UK borders are shut down and his family can't travel, but like my family also lives all over the United States, so that would have been a lot of planning for travel, even if we had just invited our closest friends and family. So we wanted a lot of time to plan the perfect wedding for us. So it's going to take a little bit for us to go through the wedding planning process, but I kind of want to share that on YouTube as well with you guys, just our journey through immigration and wedding planning. And I know it's going to be a very challenging time in our lives, but I also think it's going to be a very exciting time in our lives for the whole outcome of everything once it's all said and done. So yeah, I guess this is a little update for some of our friends. Our family already knows that we're married. Our closest friends already know that we're married, but we just didn't make like a huge announcement because we eloped and we wanted to save all of our big stuff that we post on social media for our wedding day, if that makes sense. So we're probably gonna get married in 2023 just because we want to give plenty of time for the immigration process to be done, but it's still like tentative. We just don't know how long the process is going to take, so we don't have any set in stone plans, but we're trying to get ideas and stuff together of what we want. So that's it for today, I guess. I'm not sure if anyone really cares but I wanted to kind of share what we're going through right now and all of that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If it brings clarity to any of our friends that didn't already know that we're married, then I hope it brings clarity in some way. But yeah, we will probably do our next video together, so we will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Good night. Good night, my husband.
Good night, my little wife.
Little wifey. For lifey.